I think what happened with Aaron Rodgers should teach everyone a lesson. Just how quickly, 3 minutes into the game, 3 minutes into that big game, he was supposed to be the Jets' hero. He was supposed to bring them to the Super Bowl, all this crap, and 3 minutes in, he tears his Achilles tendon, and the sportscaster was saying that it's the worst injury in NFL history. It could be career-ending for Aaron Rodgers. And my whole point is, in one split second, anything can happen at any time. It's the nature of life. It's not just that you can die at any moment. Anything can happen at any time. That is something that's always been at the back of my mind. That's the nature of me. I'm always aware of shit like that, Look at these things. I can't think of anything to do with them. They're not bubble wrap. I can't pop them. I'm just going to throw them away. Why would I keep them? I see no use for them. They just take up room. They're the weirdest things, though. They protected my bone broths. Each bone broth was put in one of these, and for the first time ever, none of my bone broths arrived damaged. I've ordered that many. I said 10 came in this. They do take up a lot of room, these things. And then 10 came flat in a little small box and put in just regular plastic bags. This. My soap is in. So this was huge. 3 different Vitacost orders. One for $201, one for $130, one for $160. So almost $500, and that's after the discount. Before the discount's more. And I only had minor complaints, very minor complaints. 2 boxes of my organic my pasta, my bean pasta, green lentil, red lentil, arrived damaged. Then a thing of organic lasagna and a thing of chickpea lentil pasta. That's why I can so immensely enjoy things when I have the chance. As you know, it's very rarely, but in the past or whatnot, I can immensely enjoy things because I am always aware that how quickly things can turn on a dime. Things can and will turn on a dime. In terms of my mom, Even in terms of my mama. whom I can protect only so much. She has to protect herself as well. And I have to, she doesn't realize things. So if I nag, it's not about her not cleaning or anything like that. I clean up after her all the time. It's just in terms of her safety. Including when she keeps leaving that spread that we proved that we showed it when her friend was down. Where's this blue coming from my shoe? Why is it blue over my shoe? It's got to be from something, the spread of the sheet. No, it's not. And we found out it was. And it was from that stupid comforter hanging down. And I watched it get caught on her shoe, and it got, I could trip over it too, so things like that. But other crap, I don't say anything to her about anything, It's just in terms of her safety. Beg and plead with her to try to protect herself. So I called up Vitacost. I reported those 4 things, 2 from each order. Like I said, 4 boxes that are cardboard that are cheap, hardly anything at all, out of a $500 three orders worth $500 plus dollars. Pretty damn good. It's probably the best order I've ever got where so little was damaged. Pretty impressed. Worked out all right. Even the chocolate wasn't melted. Still justifiably upset that my mom, I don't like her because I've seen her almost fall down the stairs too. The Vitacost order being left out for those few hours in the sun is you got to look at the bigger picture where she didn't want the woman waiting like 1 minute, and I've seen my mom like go too quickly down the stairs because someone's waiting. I don't like my mom having that attitude where she just puts everybody above herself, everybody above me, and I don't like it. People who arrive and you don't know exactly when they're arriving to pick you up, they know that things happen in this life. You might be in the bathroom, you might be whatever. It's not the end of the world if someone waits a minute. I'm not talking waiting 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I'm talking like waits a minute or 2. People who give you rides understand. When you don't know exactly when they're coming or something, you might not be ready right at that exact moment. Can't always predict when nature calls. I mean, come on. My mom thinks it's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world if someone pulls up in a car and they have to wait a minute or 2. They don't expect, nobody ever expects anybody to just be like, you know what I mean? Because they know things can happen. As long as you don't take advantage and someone's picking you up and you make them wait like 20 minutes. But a minute or 2, I mean, come on, people. Try to train my mom with that because sometimes we're both being picked up. The spider, I only saw one. Now it's made its home and behind our toilet. The sink's clogged. All I don't know what my mom does. I know that the sink doesn't clog when I'm here alone, so who knows what she did. I've turned into a plumber, Can't afford to call a plumber, so I've turned into my own plumber with the sink and the toilet, looking up natural ways to unclog them, and it works. Baking soda, white vinegar. Now I know if I take a shower or bath, gotta check for spiders. Make sure they're not in the tub or anywhere around it. On the walls or whatever. And like I said, one's behind our toilet now. I don't know where the other one went. I know there were two though. I took the video. I know there were two. Crazy shit. Aaron Rodgers' injury, just a freak thing. 3 minutes into the game, it's a really bad injury. It can be career-ending, but he's out the entire season just like that. Just like that. It had to have happened a certain way, because other times they can get injured and they just tape it up and they go right back out. It's just luck, fate. He might not be able to, He still gets his $75 million though. See? It's an Inside Edition said. It doesn't matter if he's injured, he's guaranteed his $75 million. So you have to look at it that way. All right, even if your career is over, you still got to be that, and you've got to have all of that money. Okay? Even if your career is over, you got to have what 99.9999% of human beings don't get to have. So, see. That's also how I view life. I need to put all this stuff away. Now that I've examined it, my mom and I are all set for a while. Oh, what I said, remember how it just that fate freak thing, that 20 years later, like literally 19 years later, I bump into one of my flings. It would have been a one-night stand, except like I said, he turned out to be, he had literally a few days prior, or the day before or something, that I met him at one of those, sports bar dance club thingies. He just got out of prison. He'd been in there for 10 years. He's at least told the truth, right? And he didn't have to tell me anything. He was forthcoming about it. He was the driver of the getaway car or something. Bank robbery. When he was young and stupid. Okay? So now he's my age around. He did it, let's say, maybe he was a few years older than me. And he was young and stupid in 18, and now he gets out 10 years later, so when he's 28, something like that, right? But anyway, me bumping into him all those years later, when I'm, at a really low point in my life, I escaped abusive asshole Donald, who had me in his clutches for 11 fucking wasted years of my life. And I was supposed to be with my mom, and instead, because Auntie was in charge, I'm in a fucking shelter. Okay? And of course, I'm honest about that or whatever. And then this guy, I wanted to point out, it's not like he was putting me down or acting like, behaving like, you know, and he was all that, like has this top executive job or whatever. He wasn't in much better of a position in life than I was. Okay, not much better. So take that what you will. And he's sitting there thinking this, that, or whatever, that he's going to control me or he's going to put me down or he's going to do this, he's going to do that because I'm in the shelter. Fuck you. Okay. Just like now, my position in life. I don't expect to be liked. I don't go around thinking that I'm going to have a boyfriend or even want a boyfriend or anything. Okay. I accept it. What I'm not going to accept is being with any. I got enough of that to last me 10 lifetimes with Donald. Okay. So, of course, my low position in this life is going to make me have no self-esteem, So it's interesting because you guys like me and praise me and call me beautiful and all this crap. You juxtapose that with my really low position in this life. That's why I say fantasy versus reality. Fantasy versus reality.